Where do you get voiceover work without a demo? What's up, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike Cathcode. I'm a full-time voice actor, and today we're going to talk about one of the questions that I get quite a bit from brand new voice actors, and that is, how do I get work without actually having a professional demo yet? Okay, first, before we get into the topic here, I want to make clear that your goal should be to get a professional demo. We talk about that quite a bit on this channel. You have to have a professional demo if you want to compete at any sort of professional level. However, there are ways that you can start earning a little bit of income and get some practice and put those reps in before you actually get a professional demo. And that's what we're going to cover today. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn about all the places that you can actually go out right now and find work without actually having a professional demo. The opportunities we're going to talk about today are real. They help you build momentum and experience and some confidence as you're just starting out, and ultimately will help you prepare for the real thing when you actually get your real demo. One more thing I'd like to mention before you go out and start looking at these places is make sure that your audio quality is on point. Don't just, grab a headset mic and think you can start doing voiceovers. Good quality broadcast audio is going to be a prerequisite no matter what kind of work you go out and try to find. So make sure that you've gotten your audio situation dialed in before you approach any of these places. Okay, the first place to find entry-level work without a demo are the freelance marketplaces. Places like Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, or Freelancer. These are places where if you do have a demo, that is preferred, but there are ways that you can actually find work on these sites by looking at the job postings and sending in auditions. Now, obviously, these aren't the top tier, quality jobs you're going to find in the industry, but they are places where they're really good training grounds. So you can actually get some reps in as far as working with clients and scripts and communicating back and forth and recording and editing, and start to kind of feel your way around the voiceover industry. These clients who actually post jobs on these platforms, they usually hire based on samples that you send them. So they'll post their script and you just record their script, a sample of their script, send it in, and if they like your audition, then you get the work. No demo required. These jobs tend to be, lower stakes jobs, small businesses, indie creators, people who don't have the big budgets of, say, a major brand. Another thing that these freelance platforms will help you do is kind of narrow down what you're best at. So if people start hiring you a lot for more narration style versus commercial, then you may be able to figure out, okay, well, maybe I'm just better at that. All right, the second place on our list to get jobs without a demo is ACX, or Audible's audiobook creation site. The way it works on ACX is because the rights holder who is responsible for hiring the voice talent for that particular project, because they just post their script, the voice talent doesn't need a demo, and you just record your audition, send it in, and if they like your audition, you get selected for the project. Another great thing about working on ACX is you actually build up stamina. Audiobooks are obviously very long projects, or can be, and so you really start to develop your skill if you get selected for an audiobook because you're going to be in it for a while. A lot of the creators on ACX, they really kind of hire based on vibe and your actual read of their script, not a pre-recorded, audio demo. Now, these jobs on ACX, they're not very glamorous and they usually don't pay very much, depending on the title, but they are incredibly valuable for building experience. Okay, the next category for getting work without a demo is local businesses. These are places that are often overlooked when people first start out in voiceover. Think of places like, restaurants or small businesses around your town, maybe a gym or a church or a nonprofit. These are all places that, once again, they don't have huge budgets, but they can hire you for different projects around their business. These people may need, voiceover projects like, phone systems or fundraising videos or social media ads, lower budget projects that if you just hand them a business card or bring up the fact that you're a voiceover talent, they may hire you right on the spot. Another way you can actually pitch these people on your services is do what's called a spec ad, which means you create a fake ad for this business or maybe a fake voicemail, and you can send that to them, and so that they can hear how you deliver the content, for their business. Small business owners are very busy, and so they don't really necessarily have the time to go out and do a big, broad search for a voice talent. So if you can deliver something to them that is professional sounding and, something that they feel like is a good fit for their business, then you could be their go-to talent ongoing. Here's an example. A few years ago, I was shopping for a new car, and I was on this BMW dealership, and they had a video of explanations of each car and all the features and benefits of each one, but they were using a really bad AI voice to do their videos. So what I did is I just screen capped one of their videos. I re-recorded the same script in my own voice, and I reached out to someone there and sent them that video. And I actually got an interview with that hiring person who was in charge of actually doing these ads or these explainer videos for this dealership. I got an interview with him. I went in and talked to him about it. We never really got together on the actual pricing. They wanted something a little bit too low. So I said, thanks, but no thanks. But it got me in the door. And so those are the kinds of things you can do by, thinking outside the box to get in front of the right people. All right, the fourth place where you can get some work without having a professional demo is content creators and YouTubers. Once again, these are kind of the low end of the totem pole when it comes to the pricing out there, but it is, once again, a good way to get practice and work those muscles of recording and editing. And the places where you can actually get in touch with these people are in, YouTube comments. So what you can do is you can actually reach out to those people in the comments. Let's say you come across a video that is, using a really bad AI voice, and you can just in the comments, you can say, hey, great content. However, if you'd like to sound more professional, I'd love to work with you on, producing your next video with a real human voiceover versus this crappy AI voice. All right, the next place you can find some work without having a professional demo is indie video game creators. The thing about these guys is that sometimes they don't even pay anything, but if they do pay, it's usually on the lower scale, but you get real credits. And once again, you can work your skill set a little bit, especially if you're more geared towards character work. These are great for sharing on social media. So if you work for a client who actually produces an indie video game or has a trailer for their video game and you're in it, then that's great content to put out there on social media. And it just helps build your credibility as someone who is working in the industry and is available to hire. Okay, the last place I'll mention is your personal network. And this is people that you know either personally, face-to-face or in your social media network. These are great resources to find entry-level and sometimes not so entry-level work. This is a great place to get the ball rolling on your career. What you can do is as soon as you've, started working, you can put the word out there that you are now venturing into the voiceover industry. And if anyone has any kind of projects that could use a voiceover, think of you. Start with things like, an IVR phone system. Every business has one of these. And if you know people who either own businesses or work in those businesses, you can offer your services for that. And that will help you kind of start your process of gaining some experience. Another personal example of this is very early on when I was getting back into voiceover after taking a break, I reached out to my network and said that I was dabbling back into the voiceover industry. And someone that I have known for probably 20 years at this point now reached out to me, and she worked for a dentist office. And they were creating a new e-learning project. And this one actually wasn't low pay. This was a couple of $1,000s that I got simply because she knew me, and I just sent her a sample of her script. They hired me right on the spot, $2,000. So don't discount your already existing network, because the good part is they already know and trust you. So there's no introduction necessary. If you just mention that you're doing voiceover work, you'd be surprised how many people might just take you right up on it. Okay, reality bomb. All these places are great places to start. Your end goal should always, always, always be to get a professional demo. That is where you're going to be able to get the higher tier work. Things like commercials, animation, promo work, trailers, e-learning, all, the big name brands. These are all going to require an actual demo. So just because you're starting out in this lower tier category, don't feel like that's going to be where you should stay. If you want to advance in this business, you need either one or more professional demos. Think of these lower tier places as the gym. You're building your muscles there, and you can earn while you learn, and you can kind of grow your confidence, build your momentum, and kind of build your chops. But remember, don't stop there. Always keep moving forward. And if you want to avoid some of the biggest mistakes that a lot of new voice actors make, then check out the link in the description below and grab this new resource that I've created, which is the 5 biggest mistakes that new voice actors make. It's a video and a companion PDF that you can download and print out and put on your desk, and it'll help you avoid some of these very common mistakes that a lot of new voice actors make. Totally free. Just grab it down in the description. So yes, you can get hired without a professional demo. But you need to think about this and be strategic as to where you look, and use these opportunities as stepping stones, not your final destination. So you can start now, build your reps, learn the craft, and then when you're ready, you can take that next big step into a professional demo that will open up so many more opportunities to really grow and sustain that voiceover career you've always wanted. Thanks again for hanging out. I appreciate it. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That is the best way to support our channel, and you'll get notified whenever these new videos drop. And let me know down in the comments if I've missed anything where you've maybe picked up some work without a demo yourself. I'd like to hear about it. And earlier I mentioned social media as a place to reach out to your existing network to get clients. But if you'd like to know how to use social media in general in your voiceover career, I've made a video on that, which is located right here.